Hi, this is Tracy from Technology Support Services. In this video, you will learn how to complete the requirements for Activity 2.11, Try Creating Modules. Because the content of this activity has you making pages, assignments, quizzes, etc., that don't actually have any content, I recommend using your sandbox class for this activity. So we'll go to our dashboard, find my sandbox class. Now to create modules, you locate modules in the side course navigation. In this case, it's great because either we don't have any modules or because we haven't published any. In this case, we don't have any, so we get this modules page. After we create a module, we'll get a little different page, but you can just go right here and create a module, and I'm going to call mine Health and add the module. Now that we have a module, notice that we click the plus module button in order to create another one. So now we have two modules. Neither one of them are published. We can tell by these little crossed out circles. We can publish them later. We can also change the order of them by clicking on these three little dots and then move module to the top. And now fitness is before health. So theoretically, you could have your class be in reverse chrono maybe so that your current information is always at the top of the list. One option you might make. The next thing that you're asked to do in this assignment is to add some content, but our course doesn't really have any content yet. So we'll be creating what they call shells for these things that will happen later. And this could be a handy thing if you're creating a new course and you know that in every unit you want a study material, you want a quiz, and you want some kind of turn-in activity, but you don't know what those look like yet. You can just create placeholders or shells for those. So the first thing that we're asked to create is a page shell. And so I choose page from this list, and then because I don't have any pages, I choose new page, and I'm going to name my page. There won't be anything on the page yet, but it'll just be there as a placeholder. There's my page placeholder. The next thing that you're asked to add in this assignment is a discussion. So I click on discussion. I don't have a discussion yet. And here I'm going to post my discussion question. You might not even know what the question is yet, so you can just, again, do a placeholder. And here is my placeholder discussion. Then I'm going to add an assignment. And I already have an assignment that we made during the calendar activity. So instead of making a new assignment, I can just click on the existing assignment and add that to my module. Next, I'm going to add a quiz shell. I don't have any quizzes yet, so we'll just make a place where that quiz will go later. And add that. So now I have two modules, and I have one module that contains 4 components, and I can drag these around into any order I like as well. Currently, the only published assignment is the practice assignment, but students still can't see it because the module itself isn't published. It's kind of like having papers in a drawer. You have to have the papers all available to students, but then you also have to unlock the drawer. So now my students would be able to see all of the assignments in this drawer, and you can manage turning off accessibility right there, which is easier than going in and managing each individual item in a module. The next thing you need to do is submit evidence of this assignment, and you could do a website URL like we've done in the last couple of assignments, but it's kind of nice to see some of the options you have for students submitting their work. So this one we're asking for a screenshot. And my favorite way to get a screenshot if you're at your teacher device is to use the snipping tool. And I have mine saved down here in the tray, but if you don't have it saved, you can just click right here, type in snip. By the time you get to the end, it pops up. And then I'm going to use the snipping tool to just take a picture of part of my screen. Now, websites don't like copy paste very well, so we're actually going to have to save this snip somewhere that we can delete it because we won't need it after this. I'm going to call this one modules and save it on my desktop so I can delete it when I'm finished. And then I can close the snipping tool, go back to the assignment, and choose what method I would like to use for submitting it. File upload is how I would get the one off of my desktop. I could also attach that file in a text entry, but let's see how it works with file upload. I just browse, go to my desktop, and find my picture. And I can see it right there, and I choose Submit Assignment. That's how you complete the requirements for Try Creating Modules. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have questions.